Come on in. Just stoke the fire.
I don't
Take a
think you
seat
were
and get the
followed.
cold out.
Come on, I have a plan.
Oh, there once was a hero named Ragnar the Red who came riding to Whiterun from old Rorikstead. And the braggart
I
did
figured out
swagger
how we're
and
going to
flash
get you
his
into the
blade as he
Thalmor
told
embassy.
of bold battles in gold he had made.
That would be a bad idea. I'd be too likely
But
to
then
attract
he
the
went
wrong kind of
quiet,
attention.
Ragnar the Red,
But they
when
don't
he
know
met
you
the
at all
shield
yet.
maiden
The
Matilda,
Thalmor
who
ambassador,
said,
Elenwen, regularly throws parties
"Oh,
where the
you
rich and
talk
connected
lie and
cozy
you
up
drink
to the
a lot of
Thalmor.
mead. Now
I can get
think
you
it's
into one
high
of those
time that you
parties.
lie
Once
down
you're
and
inside the
breathe."
embassy, you can get away and find...
So then came
I have a
flashing and
contact
slashing
inside the
steel
embassy.
as the brave lass
He's not up
Matilda
for this
charged
kind of
in full
high-risk mission,
zeal.
but he can... His name is Malborn.
And the
Wood
braggart
Elf.
named
Plenty of
Ragnar
reason to
was
hate the
boastful no
Thalmor.
more.
You can trust him.
When his ugly
I'll
red
get
hair
word for
rolled
him to meet
around
you
on
in
the floor.
Solitude at the Winking Skeever. You know it? While you're doing that, I'll work on getting you an invitation to Elenwen's little party. Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Malborn. Any questions? Don't worry about Malborn. He's not a dangerous character like you. But he hates the Thalmor at least as much as I do. He's a wood elf. The Thalmor wiped out his family back in Valenwood during one of their purges that we never hear about. Luckily, they don't know who he really is, or he wouldn't be serving drinks at the ambassador's parties.
It's bad enough my brother
Let
is
me
harping
handle
on me
that.
to pick one.
You'll have a
You
real
start too.
invitation, don't worry.
Just
As
say
long as you
you
can
should
act the
pick
part of a
one to
Thalmor
settle
toady,
down
you'll get
with.
past the guard. That's when the fun starts. You'll have to slip away from the party without raising the alarm. Then you'll need to find Elenwen's office and search her files. Malborn should be able to point you in the right direction. Sounds good. Be careful.
Be careful.
You know you can afford a Septimo too.
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
Good morning. Really? You're who she picked?
No.
I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy. The rest is up to you.
The storm cloaks and restore what we own. With our blood and our steel, we will take back our home.
Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Down with Ulfric, the killer of kings. On the day of your death, we will drink and we'll sing.
coin or two for a veteran?
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. But the only way you're going to get past the guards is... which means you need to look the part. When you're ready, you'll only have what... You can't go to a... at the Thalmor embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry. Just make good luck.
Ah, a fellow latecomer to Elenwen's little soiree. I don't owe you much, and arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, my good lady. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than to any desire to actually arrive late. I prefer to arrive early, often the day before the party, so as not to miss out on any of the drinking. There's not enough drinking in the world today, wouldn't you agree? I will just rest here a moment. Although it is damnably cold out here, I don't look forward to the trip back down. Perhaps we might share a carriage after the party? I know, we've just met. I think by the time the party is over, we'll
Welcome
no doubt
to the
be
Thalmor
fast friends.
Embassy.
I look forward to it.
Your invitation, please. Thank you, Mom. Go
Now,
right in.
Here's my invitation. I don't have a poison dagger strapped to my...
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim, and you are?
I've spent many hours in council meetings lately grappling with that problem.
Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this... to Skyrim? What is it, Malborn?
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine.
Well, there
Do
might
I
be
have your
nothing
permission
it,
to
but
uncork
I've
the
heard that the feud
Arinthia
between the
Red?
Greymanes and the
Of
Battleborns
course.
in Whiterun
I've told you
is going
before
ugly.
not to bother me with
Fralia
such
Greymane is
trifles.
convinced that the
Yes,
Battleborns
Madam
have
Ambassador.
adopted one of her sons.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can... Let's hope we both live through this day.
Have you heard any interesting
course.
rumors of late?
I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
Something interesting not long ago.
There were several Khajiit camped outside the walls of Whiterun.
Seems they've been traveling around the whole of Skyrim peddling their wares. You've got to admire their courage, doing something like that with dragons on the loose and a war going on.
Have you tried the wine? It's better than anything. Very... Ellenwood's parties are... My only regret is that she doesn't host them more often. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Take advantage of the fine food and drink. Well, I just wonder what her real motivations are. That woman is inscrutable.
I wasn't expecting to see you here. I assume you have your reasons. Everyone does. That's putting... The Thalmor invite me here to remind everyone that they can tell the Empire what to do.
Dragons and the storm.
I would refuse, but I don't want to jeopardize the peace. Elenwen is a formidable... Now that I think of it, she would have made a fine Imperial general.
And the Divines.
Keep an eye on
Please,
these Thalmor.
help.
You never know.
Quite often, yes. The only thing I enjoy more than luxury. But I also enjoy learning the latest gossip and hearing the most intriguing rumors.
Put down and we once again have peace.
Of course not. One does not gather the most important men and women of Skyrim and then serve them cheap ale and stale bread. This is only a taste of the benefits that accrue to those that align themselves with Thalmor interests. One of my main duties is to foster a better understanding between the Aldmeri Dominion and the people of Skyrim. I also oversee the activities of the Thalmor Justiciars throughout Skyrim, although this has been most unfortunately disrupted by the war.
These are troubling times indeed.
As long as the Empire continues to uphold its treaty obligations, my government does not concern itself with the internal politics of Skyrim.
I'll not
Enjoy yourself.
Heard any interesting gossip lately?
Well, I did see something interesting not long ago. There were several Khajiit camped outside
A
the
ruler
walls of
is
Whiterun.
entitled to luxury. Don't...
They've been
Well,
traveling around the
let's
whole of
hear it.
Skyrim,
I trust you
peddling their
don't
wares.
presume on our
Gotta
friendship.
admire their courage doing
Ah,
something like
I
that
see.
with dragons
Very
on
well,
the
my
loose and
friend.
a war
I'll
going
do it.
on.
I find these parties such a dreadful bore. Come and visit me in solitude sometime.
You asked for... It's all for a good cause, old chap. Ulfric Stormcloak, the rightful High King? That's bordering on treason, man. Stand up! Stand up, I say!
I don't understand. Did you say Ulfric
You take it back,
Stormcloak?
then?
Fine,
You
fellow.
retract your
I've been
statement?
fond of-
Well...
I mean, no, of course I'd condemn him in the most...
Razlan, and you promise to behave
Let's go,
yourself this
before
time.
anyone notices us.
He's disturbing the other guests.
I protest.
Yes,
this
Madam
is an
Ambassador.
insult to the dignity of my person. This time I'm completely innocent.
Tell your men to stand down. I don't need any help dealing with this kind of fool. He isn't worth the trouble. I apologize for the disruption to such a...
So far, so good.
That
Let's
is
hope nobody saw us slip
absolutely
out.
untrue.
We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Malborn. You know what? But like strange smells in my
The Grey
kitchen.
Quarter in
A
Windhelm
guest
is little
feeling
more
ill.
than a slum.
Leave the poor wretch be.
It's shameful that the Dark
Guest?
Elves are made
In
to
the
live
kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon
Well,
sugar
there might
was
be nothing
permitted.
to it.
Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't screw this up. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
Did
Good
you
luck.
see those robes
You're on
marching
your own
this
now.
morning? Who are they with?
Is someone there?
More of the emissaries' treaty enforcers? never should have come. You're dead. I'll end your miserable life.
But I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you know.
Silence! Do not presume, sir. You are most useful, but do not presume. We have other informants who are less...
You would expect...
Listen up, spy. You're trapped in here, and we have your accomplice. Surrender immediately, or you both...
Never mind.
Silence,
I'm dead
traitor.
already.
Move.
Huh?
You're dead.
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What?
Yeah. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. Whatever you want. But let's go, now. Huh?
Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
We're routed! Fall back!
This one need...
Welcome. Let me know if you want anything. Think I got a clean mug around here somewhere.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? That seems hard to believe. You're sure about that? Esbern? He's alive? I thought the Thalmor must have got him years ago. Figures the Thalmor would be on his trail, though, if they were trying to find out what's going on with the dragons. You mean aside from wanting to kill every blade they can lay their hands on? Esbern was one of the Blade's archivists, back before the Thalmor smashed us during the... He knew everything about the ancient dragon lore of the Blade. Obsessed with it, really. Nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't as crazy as we all thought. Ironic, right? The old enemies assumed that every calamity must be a plot by the other side. Even so, we've got to find Esbern before they do. He'll know how to stop the dragons, if anybody does. Do they know where he is? Riften, eh? Probably down in the Ratway, then. It's where I'd go. You'd better get to Riften. Talk to Brynjolf. He's well-connected. A good starting point, at least. Oh, and when you find Esbern, if you think I'm paranoid, you may have some trouble getting him to trust you. Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frostfall. You'll know what it means. The Blades have always guarded and guided the Dragonborn, but we've forgotten why. Now our purpose is clear. I'm all that's left of the Blades, and you're the Dragonborn. Together, we're going to stop these dragons if we have to put every last one of them back in the ground. The Thalmor happened. They've been hunting down every blade they can find for the past 30 years. Thanks to the White Gold Concordat, they've been able to operate throughout the Empire with impunity. The Great War. Only 30 years passed and already ancient history. Seems to me like it just ended. But to answer your question, the White Gold Concordat was the fancy name they put on the peace treaty between the Empire and the Thalmor. It ended the war and saved the Empire to also trampled on the sacred name of Talos, and gave the Thalmor free rein to stamp out Talos worship throughout the Empire. There's no simple answer to that. You want the long version or the short version? They're the rulers of the Aldmeri Dominion, what used to be the imperial provinces of Somerset Isle and Valenwood. The Thalmor take the arrogance of high elves to the extreme. They believe they are the rightful rulers of all of Tamriel. For a century or more, the Thalmor had been picking away at the Empire. Valenwood was the first, then the province of Elsewhere. But even the Blades didn't see the Great War coming. We underestimated the Thalmor, and they destroyed us.